One warm jungle evening, Mowgli sat near the great banyan tree, listening to Baloo and Bagheera. Baloo, the old bear, stretched lazily and grinned. "Have you ever heard of the Great Waterfall of Wishes?" Baloo asked. Mowgli's eyes lit up. "A waterfall that grants wishes?" Bagheera nodded. "It's hidden deep in the jungle, far beyond the places we know. But many believe it's just a legend." Mowgli was curious. If it were real, he had a wish of his own. That night, as Mowgli lay under the stars, he thought about the legend. What if the waterfall was real? What if he could find it? "I have to see it for myself," he whispered. Before dawn, Mowgli packed a small pouch with fruit and water. Quietly, he left the safety of his jungle home and ventured into the unknown. As Mowgli moved through the thick vines, he suddenly felt something watching him. A little man cub wandering alone. Mowgli turned to see Kaa, the great python, his hypnotic eyes gleaming. "I am looking for the Great Waterfall of Wishes," Mowgli said bravely. Kaa chuckled. "Foolish boy. Many have searched, but few return. The jungle is full of dangers." But Mowgli was determined. He thanked Kaa and continued on. The deeper Mowgli went, the noisier the jungle became. Suddenly, a troop of bandar log monkeys dropped from the trees. "Where are you going, man cub?" they chattered. Mowgli sighed. "I don't have time for games. I'm searching for the waterfall." The monkeys laughed. "Waterfall? We know the way. But you must play with us first." Mowgli had no choice but to trick them. "Fine, let's race to the biggest tree." As the monkeys scrambled, he slipped away. The jungle grew thicker, and a heavy mist rolled in. Strange noises echoed around him. Mowgli's heart pounded. He wasn't afraid of the jungle, but something felt different. Suddenly, a low growl came from the bushes. He froze. A striped figure stepped forward. It was Shere Khan. "So, the man cub dares to wander alone," the tiger growled. Mowgli stood his ground. "I'm not afraid of you, Shere Khan. I just want to find the waterfall," Shere Khan smirked. "Even if it exists, why should a man cub deserve its magic?" Just then, a loud roar echoed. It was Bagheera. The panther had followed him. Shere Khan snarled. "This is not over, man cub." With that, he vanished into the shadows. With Bagheera at his side, Mowgli climbed higher, following an ancient path covered in vines. The air grew cooler, and the jungle stretched below like a green ocean. Then, they heard it, the distant roar of water, the waterfall. Mowgli gasped. They reached a hidden valley, and there it was, the Great Waterfall of Wishes. Mist rose as water crashed down into a glowing pool. Fireflies danced in the air. Mowgli stepped forward. "So it is real." Mowgli closed his eyes and whispered his wish. "I wish for the jungle to always be safe, for all who live here." The water shimmered. Bagheera watched as the jungle around them glowed softly, as if accepting Mowgli's wish. As dawn approached, Mowgli and Bagheera made their way back home. Mowgli felt different, stronger, wiser. The jungle whispered with life, as if thanking him for his wish. Back at the banyan tree, Mowgli told Baloo everything. The bear chuckled. "You actually found it? That makes you a legend, kid." Bagheera smiled. "Perhaps now, the jungle will have a new story to tell. The legend of Mowgli and the Great Waterfall of Wishes." Mowgli grinned. He may have left in search of a wish, but he had returned with something greater, a deeper love for the jungle and the ones who called it home.